welcome to ArkansasYarnCast. I'm Lori.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jessica.
And we are coming to you from Malvern, Arkansas, the home of Arkansas Yarn Company. And I have been gone for a week. I'm so fortunate to have these beautiful ladies take over the yarn store for me while I'm traveling. Lately I've been beaching, and that's why I have beachy hair today. I gave myself some beachy waves. What do you think?
Beach, please.
Beach? Girl, beach, please. Yes. Yes. So, while I was gone, it was my birthday, and so I came back. So when I came back and the girls gave me their birthday presents, I kind of would like to share it with you.
That just means you have plenty of acquisitions.
Oh, do you want to wait for acquisitions then and see what's on our needles?
We can start with that. Go ahead.
Let's start with your birthday.
So, look at this beautiful pumpkin. Jessica bought this for me for my birthday, and I love it. And what y'all don't know is I have a green door on my, I don't have a pink front door. I have a green front door. And this is gonna be beautiful on my door. And I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? And I grew up in West Texas where cotton grows plenty. And so I love anything with cotton on it. It makes me think of my home.
As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, that is totally her front patio porch.
It's so beautiful. I love it. And then so Anna gave me a gift, and I want y'all to know this. These chairs that we sit in are uncomfortable for me. And Anna was so thoughtful, and she bought me, oh, let me fluff it real quick. She bought me this beautiful pillow. It's the perfect blush shade. So now I have a pretty something to put behind me because these make my back hurt. So that's why I get fidgety towards the end of the podcast, because my back is killing me. So Anna was thoughtful and it gave me that.
We'll see how well it works.
I think it's working great. Right now it works great. And normally what y'all don't see is my shoes, but I wear these Birkenstocks all the time. They're fuzzy pink Birkenstocks, and my husband hates them because he thinks they look like house slippers, but I don't care because I rock them and I love them. Well, Anna, I'm pulling these literally right off my feet. Let me get the other one. Oh yeah, y'all. How could I not ditch my Birkenstocks for these blinged out fuzzy ones? I mean, really, they're Nicole Miller. I love them. Look at the sparkle. They're so absolutely gorgeous. Anna gets me. She gets me 100%. I mean,
I feel like we all get you. We just don't always encourage.
I think they don't feed into the sparkle. The pink sparkle, they don't feed into it. But Anna, she does. And Anna's my favorite.
That's okay. Anna can be your favorite.
I love you both.
Anna is also my favorite.
Oh. Well, Anna can't be your favorite. I have to be. I miss the girls. I miss them so much.
Well, you wouldn't miss us if you didn't ditch us.
Well, also while I was gone, I didn't ditch them. I wasn't ditching. I was beaching. Yeah. So, also while I was gone, I get this video from Anna. And
it was from me. I recorded it.
Jessica recorded Anna opening a package that I ordered.
Falling apart. Da 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 da.
I ordered, my friend Laura from Knit for Brains makes bags. And I showed y'all this little bag. I love this little gnome bag so much.
It's really cute.
And I saw that she had one more. This is my favorite size bag because all my projects tend to be this size. And so I wanted another one. I saw that she had one left, so I ordered it. But when I was ordering it, I asked her if she ever made this drawstring style bag bigger, that I can hold a sweater in. And she says, well, I've been meaning to upgrade that sweater size. Sorry, Laura, if you're watching this. I'm not trying to get you a lot of special orders, but she made me a big one. And it came in.
It's big.
While I was gone.
It's beautiful.
It's big. Like, this is my hand.
And like, this is the other bag. It's
So,
big.
It's big.
I mean, yeah, like, look at it, compare it on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big it is. It's
big.
huge.
She could fit like 2 heads in there.
Yes.
Well, I wanted this bag for this loopy mango sweater that I'm getting ready to knit. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is called Winter Coat from Loopy Mango. When you buy the yarn, we give you the pattern for free. This this pattern calls for merino number 5, but I didn't want to do it in merino number 5.
That's their super chunky wool.
I didn't want to do it in that. I wanted to do it in mohair so soft. I mean, like, look at this color. It's gorgeous. So, I knitted the entire back of this long sweater. I had the entire back done, and I was off gauge, and it wasn't gonna fit. And so I decided, so that's why I had to rip it out. So now I have this jumbo ball of mohair.
I mean, this is not super chunky.
It's
This
not,
it is
but it's
considered.
thicker. It's thicker than normal mohair.
So it is considered bulky mohair, according to Loopy Mango standards. It's their bulky in a mohair.
It's because it has so much halo bloom.
Yes.
and it's thicker in diameter.
It is.
It's thicker.
So, but because of that, even on the size 19 needles, because it's so heavy, because it's so long, it pulls down, which
Narrowed
shortened
it. Yes.
made it more narrow than it should have
So
been.
I need to do it on size 35 needles. That's what I'm decided I'm going to do.
Yes.
But I needed this giant bag for this big sweater project, which is what I ordered it for. So I got it. So the bag came. Love it. I love every single thing about it. It's jumbo size.
So
I mean,
big.
it's big. That sweater's going to fit in here lovely. But she also sent my birthday present. So I get a video.
In all fairness,
Somebody-
I open all things.
All
Somebody in the shop takes it upon themselves as their job to open all of the mail.
I mean, it's like Christmas for Anna. Every package is like, ooh, what did we get? What did we get? Oh, what did we get?
But I don't
I'll
have to
open
like
it.
fill my house with anything.
Or pay for it. So even if it does not have her name on it, she opens it.
Nothing has my name on it here.
That's true.
I mean, you could start sending your packages here,
Maybe
and
I
then
should.
they would have your name on them.
It's true. So Laura sends my package here, and I see this video, and then there's this other little bundle inside of it that's wrapped in tissue paper. I could see what it was in the video, and I called her, and I'm like, Anna, did you just open my birthday present?
I'm wondering if her birthday present's in there too.
Oh my goodness.
That
look
might
how
be a birthday
cute.
present. That might be a birthday present, Anna.
Okay, well, I'm looking through the tissue anyway.
No, I didn't open your birthday. You opened my birthday
I
present.
technically didn't open the birthday present.
Oh, she opened it. You could. She opened it to see what's in it.
I peeked in it, which
She
is
peeked.
absolutely not the
So
same thing.
the
Oh,
two
it's
bags-
still sealed. I should say that.
The two bags, the two bags that came in addition that you purchased, were not wrapped.
Right.
The gift, the birthday gift,
Yes.
is wrapped in tissue paper,
It is.
in white tissue paper,
Yes.
that you can kind of see through.
You can totally see through.
Kind of.
Kind of.
And I am out shopping with my friends, and I'm watching this video, and I'm like, she's opening my birthday present. So I immediately stopped watching the video. It wasn't that long.
It wasn't.
And I called her. And I'm like, Anna, did you just open my birthday present? You opened my birthday present. I could totally see what it was.
Jessa read the birthday card.
And Anna's like, oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, it's on video. My friends are hearing me give Anna a hard time about it.
I may have to give the video to Lucas to put.
Y'all should watch it. We should totally do that at the
splice
end.
in.
I feel like I have to watch that first.
Probably
You lived it.
You lived it.
However, all of my friends at the beach are like, so there's 8 of us, including me. They're like, Lori, I think she thinks you're serious. And because I wasn't. I literally was giving Anna a hard time. And I'm like, birthday presents are off limits. You can open other stuff, but you can't open birthday presents.
Now,
it's not right.
To be fair, I do believe that when we got the package in, it said Knit for Brains, and I know that you had ordered these
That were not a birthday present.
That were not a birthday present. And I said, oh, my mom's bags that she ordered came in.
So I opened.
This is how I heard it in my brain. Jessica, record me. I'm gonna open these bags up so your mom can see that she got them in.
So
yes.
I definitely did not tell Jessa.
No,
and I definitely
tell me to record it.
Definitely didn't tell her to push send because I mean, what kind of friend has that kind of like? I'm going to record this and get you in trouble.
You both do that. We all 3 do that.
Really?
All 3 of us
what
do
kind
that to
of
each
friend? How about all of my yarn alone boxes?
Every one of them.
Well, if you didn't take Fridays off.
I know, right? Why are they always delivered on Fridays?
I don't know.
So Anna's like, oh, I gotta go, there's customers. And then she hung up. She literally hung up.
Well, and then she took a picture of the customers we had in the store sitting at the table eating lunch.
I didn't see that part. I didn't get that picture.
That I had been sitting right next to.
Yeah.
They'd already been here for a while. But I was
they heard me fussing about my, yeah. So Anna felt so bad about opening my birthday present that she quickly wrapped it in a beautiful package, Laura, so that I would have a beautiful package to unwrap instead of just a plain old poly mailer. So she totally made it all right.
Mm-hmm.
And better, she made a little yarn fetti on it. It's gorgeous. I have not opened this yet, so I thought I would open it with y'all.
There's the card Jessa read.
Oh, the card is open.
I had to make sure that it was your birthday gift that was wrapped in the. So I did peek to see if it said happy birthday.
So Laura makes cards.
Oh, I like the
And so
little
she
back
made
stamp.
me, and the little back stamp says, find me on Instagram and Ravelry. Etsy.
Look at that.
And then their logo.
Yeah.
And then she made me a pretty little note inside. She's so sweet. Thank you, Laura. And then, let's see what she got. See how it's opening right here? That's the peak hole.
The peephole.
She said peak. She said peak. You said you peaked. That's the peak hole.
Not peep hole. Peep.
It's basically the same.
Well, one has a different connotation to it. Aww. My favorite size bag. And these adorable little plaid gnomes. I love that.
Those are cute.
Just as a reference, so you can see the sizes, the color differences are so large. This is the size difference of this giant sweater bag.
It's a big bag.
This is gorgeous, Laura. I
It's
love
so
it.
cute.
And it's this pretty little red liner that felt plaid as well. And yarn that matches I love, and this yarn is from Up North Yarns, and it's very plaid today. I love it. And then, yes. And then there's a little progress keeper that's attached to it. That's this really, really, really pretty little enameled charm.
I like that.
Oh, we'll take a picture.
That's
of
a
it so
flower.
you can
It's
see
a
it.
flower, and it matches the yarn just exceptionally well. It's beautiful. And then I'm suspecting that Laura makes these. This is a little progress keeper, and it has a gnome on it with a red background that matches. It matches the bag.
I love that.
So I'll take a picture of this, and we'll have Lucas pop it in so y'all can see.
That
So
way it's nice and big.
yes, thank you so much. So my friends, so I came up that morning, and my friends were laughing. I walked upstairs, and I was like, oh my God, they had balloons everywhere, and I wanted to know if they had one balloon for every number of my years. And my number is unlisted, so we don't discuss my number, but they did not have that many, but they had a bunch, and they were on the table chandelier, on the lights over the island. There was a great big banner that said happy birthday with a sparkly pink high heel. It was gorgeous. I was so surprised, and then they were telling me that they had been up early that morning, and that that they had been popping the balloons. They had a balloon filler, and they had been popping the balloons, and they thought for sure that I would hear, but I wear earplugs, so I never heard anything. So it was truly a surprise when I walked up. And then they gave me a rose gold crown, a tiara, and then a sash that said birthday queen. And we went to dinner that night at my favorite restaurant out there. It's called North Banks, and I had fried oysters, and it was so good. But that's my favorite restaurant to go to.
Yeah.
And-
And you didn't wear your...
And I wore my tiara at the restaurant and my sash to the restaurant.
We definitely had a text message conversation going that requested that she bring her crown to wear on the podcast today.
I'll bring it for next one. It's so pretty. But what they kept laughing at me about is they're like, we're surprised but not at how gracefully you wear the crown, like you wear it all day, every day. They thought that was so funny because, I mean, like, people are looking at me and I was like, I don't care. I mean, it's like, it's my birthday. So I had such a great time. And then I talked to the girls at the restaurant that night, and then they accused me of being, what'd you say, smashed?
I don't think I said that.
No, you enjoyed your drinks on your birthday.
We did. I don't know. I think it was called like a beach zombie or something, and it also says at the bottom limit 2. And so, and then you drink some of it, and then a few minutes later, the waiter brings you a shot, and he takes a shot with you. That shot was so good, I ordered it for all my friends. So we all had another one. It was so good. So then the girls, so they think I butt dialed them, which I did not, because I had to leave from the conversation because we were in the restaurant. What?
Nothing. I just found the evidence of, yes, of course,
Oh, I did. Well, I did say that I was going to bring it home. I did agree to that, and I did.
Are you
And
going
then
to
it
bring
says
it home
wear it
and
on
wear
the
it?
podcast.
Well, yes.
And I did say, well, yes. So I do have a picture of me wearing it that day.
And I will make sure that Lucas gets it
And
he
I will-
puts it up.
Yes.
For
And
everyone
maybe
to see.
I can take maybe I can bring it to the store and I can take a picture of it with our logo.
There was
And-
a little tiara at Walgreens that I almost got for you when I went and got our little hats because...
I got her a tiara last year for her
She did.
birthday.
Is it here?
It might be in the cabinet, but I don't know.
Think
We
so.
probably should have made her wear some cheap little plastic ones since she didn't want to
It's true.
honor her promise of
And
wearing
Well-
she didn't want to go home and get it either. She offered and then didn't do it.
Well, it was a hypothetical question.
Like, don't respond.
I hypothetically said,
Do you want me
would
to
you
go
like,
home and get it?
I actually said, would you like me to go home and get it? And she said, yeah, well, yes.
Well, yes.
And then I didn't. And then I didn't. So, yeah, so there's that. So it was a good week. And then I went shopping, which we'll show you later in acquisitions. But the girls were super busy. What have y'all been doing since I've been gone?
Well, we didn't get much knitting time in.
We did not get
Didn't?
any knitting time in.
No knitting time.
Except for on
No.
Friday.
No knitting time in the shop.
Because I was going to say, but I think you have an FO.
I do have a finished project. So while you were gone, or before you left,
I missed y'all.
you
Thank you,
ordered a ton of things.
Yeah, I ordered y'all new stuff.
We
And
got,
we got
in-
it.
Yes.
While
It-
she was
Yes.
gone,
Yay!
all on
Things.
Monday.
all of it came.
It all came on Monday?
All 5 shipments arrived on Monday.
There's lots of new things for y'all. There's lots and lots of new things for y'all.
And so we had this whole plan of
We had a list.
We had a whole
We had a
list
list.
of things we wanted to get done. We wanted to get out all of the Halloween decorations.
They got some out.
and surprise you with the Halloween.
I was
and the
so
fall
surprised.
decor. And then we decided we were going to reorganize your yarn for you, your undyed yarn.
So that we have a
Yes.
good count and all that.
And then kind of redo the system of how we keep track of what we have in
There-
stock.
They decided to organize me, y'all.
We
Yes.
were going to, I know what one
We
of
were
them.
going
We
to.
were going to shampoo the carpet.
They were going to
We were.
straighten me out.
We were. Well,
My mother-in-law always says, you better straighten up.
so
They were going to straighten me up.
Straighten up, flat right.
unfortunately, we didn't get to any of our original plans.
Our dreams were large. Our reality was not.
Much like the sleeves on my Mama Vertebrae. Jessica says to me, I think you're unrealistic on how long those sleeves are going to take.
Ooh.
I'll show y'all in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my dreams were unrealistic for how long my sleeves were going to take. Because
I mean, I tried
I'm
to
doing
tell
2
you.
at a time.
Yeah.
And I was so tired and bored of those sleeves that I decided to cast on that loopy mango sweater and whip that out. Which didn't really
Which
work.
didn't happen either.
My dreams also didn't come to fruition.
Whip that out and then
Yeah.
rip that out.
That's exactly what I did. I
So
whipped and ripped.
we are going to switch up the order that we show things this week because we do have Anna and I both had casted on for the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. Shawlography, and so for spoiler alerts, we know that it will, by the time this comes out, Clue 1 will be a full week past, but for any of you that don't want spoilers, we will be showing those at the very end of the video. So there will be a little bit of a switch up in how we do things, but I do have a finished object. I finished The Witching Hour Swancho. I finished it last night, actually, bound off on the sleeves. I made the body to length, and I shortened the sleeves, so it's more like a 3/4, almost wash length, sleeve length. And the sleeves were not supposed to have any of the color work, but I felt that it really needed it, and I'm glad that I added it. So I do have my Swancho finished, and I think it turned out really good.
It did. I'm really thinking about doing the cowl version.
The cowl is pretty.
Literally, I tried it on first thing when I came in the store, and I love it. It's so gorgeous.
It's a really nice sweater. It's heavy, which is why I shortened the
heavy.
sleeves. It's a DK weight sweater, and so I shortened the sleeves because we never really get warm enough or cold enough in Arkansas
Not
for
really.
a sweater this heavy. So
And if you do wear this, you don't need a coat.
yeah,
But look how beautiful it is. And I love the detailing that you added to the cuff.
yes.
I think it really needed that
I think
to
so,
break
too.
up the dark. It's so pretty, Jessa.
Yeah. So
You
I
have to enter that into the fair next year.
I probably will.
It's beautiful.
So I have that finished. And then I have made some progress on my Plumeria tank. This is coming along quite nicely. So Sunday the 17th is the end of our Spooky Stitches make-along. And so I made my Swancho for that, and then I made this for it as well.
So pretty.
I'm very close to being finished, and I think if I can get
The lace is beautiful.
9 rounds done a day, I will have this finished in time for the Spooky Stitches make-along.
Look how pretty the lace is. It's so gorgeous.
So I do have a good portion of the lace done now.
I love it.
And I just started the lace repeat section. It's 12 rounds, repeated 3 times. So I just started that today.
So pretty.
It is coming along really nicely. And then I did make a little bit more progress on my Musselburgh hat. It doesn't look like it, but I have made a little bit more progress on this. So not too bad for not having a whole lot of knitting time in the last week. So I'm happy with my progress.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm also working on the Stephen West mystery knit along. So I will show that at the end of the podcast. Anna, what have you been working on?
So the Shawlography, which we're not spoiling.
Not spoiling.
Till the end. But
I'm gonna turn it this way.
is that the way? Yeah.
Is that the right side?
It is.
Yeah.
So I have not made, but I think
Anna.
1 row of progress. No, I guess maybe
So
a little bit more. 'Cause that
gorgeous.
doesn't look blocked at all up at the top.
Yeah.
So a few rows.
It's pretty.
It's a
This
beautiful
is
shawl.
so gorgeous. I love this dyeing technique that I did because it gives you some shadowy, and it seems to be falling right in the bottom of these triangles.
So I'm really I love it.
It's shadowy.
And the pattern is good. It's well written, all of that, which I think I've done one other of hers before, Boo Knits, as a reminder. And so it's nice. And I did go ahead and start using, for the last 2 or 3 beaded rows, I did start using the actual Flegel
Did you?
beater.
Are you liking it?
I do. I feel like it's working out fine for me. I got into a rhythm on it on the last one especially. And so...
Well, and I do think that it would work better on a lace weight like what
Yes.
you're using, as opposed to the fingering weight that I was
Yes.
using that was very
Because that is a very tiny, I would imagine
It is a
it
tiny
would split even
it did.
Yeah. So, but this is definitely lace weight, and so
gorgeous.
the hook accommodated.
Yeah.
It was all good.
It's beautiful.
So it's really enjoyable to knit. I'm not like a consistently everyday settle in and get some knitting done. I did a lot more knitting over the weekend because Jesse and I went through like an Indiana Jones binge, which they're coming out with another one.
Are they?
Is that what you were doing, catching up, so you could watch
Yeah.
everything, so you could watch that one?
We hadn't really thought of it as catching up because we started watching them before we looked to see if there was any more coming out.
Yeah.
But it's like June or July of next year.
Oh.
Harrison Ford is almost 80.
I
Yeah.
wonder
Like-
what he's going to be doing.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, how is that going to work? It should be
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know how many people do the Indiana Jones thing, but
Well, it's been a while.
yeah. So like that, if I start watching the movies, then that little tune
Yeah.
gets stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And the last time it was stuck in my head, it was literally in there for like a year.
Oh, how does that tune go?
Da 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 da.
So it's stuck in there now. You know what that's called?
Earworm.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is
And
that
I has
is
an
in there. I hope that everyone else that just heard that little blip now has it as well.
Yeah, that's funny. Have you been knitting anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Just the Shawlography in this.
So, I've made some progress on my sweater. So this is the Mama Vertebrae.
Ooh.
And I chose to make it long. I wanted it to be, at least when I held my arms down, that it went below my longest finger. So I wanted it to be quite long. And I have been working on my sleeves. Oops. Let me see if I can get this for y'all. I'm doing my sleeves 2 at a time on magic loop. And I have quite a lot of sleeves.
Grab both of your sleeves. Like this.
So I've been doing, and I have quite a lot.
Yeah, you didn't get near as far as I thought you would.
Because it's boring. It's so boring. Also, it takes longer to get through a row because I have 50 stitches on each side.
Who is
So
it
it's taking quite a while to make any progress. So
Who is it that says do your sleeves first?
yeah, I think that that's a smart idea. And also, I also have all of this to contend with. So I think I'm going to try to like roll it up a little bit and like put it in a little bag or something. So I'm only working around like this. I don't know. I need to come up with a game plan. Maybe y'all have a suggestion to help me, but this I did knit on the airplane, and it's amazing how many people will stop you. It was my observation that the majority of the men who would stop and say, what are you doing? They knew it was knitting. Most of them commented on the yarn itself, and then I told them I owned Arkansas Yarn Company, and they're like, good for you. And, you know, that's great. But most of the people who made comments to me while I was knitting on the plane, they were men.
Huh.
Yeah, well,
I
thought that was interesting.
I know when I knit and travel, it's a variety.
Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't have any women, but the majority were
Yeah.
men who made the comment, and so I told this one guy I dyed the yarn, and he's like, "Is that like tie dyeing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." I mean, because like, how do you explain it while they're waiting to get to their
Yeah.
seat? So,
Do
we
you have
pre-ordered-
more than 2 seconds? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes,
So
it's
this is the
tie-dyeing.
fast version. Is tie dyeing? Yes. So while I was in Outer Banks, I went to my favorite knitting store and got some treats for the girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So I went to Knitting Addiction, and because she knows me, she's my very good friend. She let me shop from the back room for yarn that hadn't even been put out yet. So, you know, I bragged to my friends, that's what happens when you're famous. I did this. Did you want my autograph? And they're like, no, Lori, we don't need your autograph. I mean, we've known you forever. Half
They
of that
probably
time
started wondering if maybe they shouldn't have gotten the tiara.
Oh, they know that it's no secret. My friends call me Texas Princess. So, and I've spent almost, we've been going to the beach for 13 years now, and I've missed 3 times. So I have spent 10 of my birthdays with these ladies.
Wow.
They're very aware of me.
You weren't last year though. Was
I
it
didn't-
last year or
I
the year
didn't
before?
go.
Last year and the year before.
Yeah.
I didn't go. And then the first year that I missed was the first year that they went. And I was apprenticing to be a hairstylist, and my boss wouldn't let me off after I had already paid. So, yeah, so I lost my money because that's what happens with us. So, it's just the way that it is. And I'm fine with it, and I knew that, but I was supremely sad because I really wanted to go.
Of course.
But I've spent 10 of my birthdays with these ladies. I mean, how blessed to be able to do that. I have the best friends, and they know me so well. So, yeah, so I went shopping. And do you want to show your own individuals, or do you want me to show them for you?
We can show our own individual.
I think you should.
I mean, they're ours now.
I mean, I hand selected these just for the girls. So let me tell you about this dyer. This dyer is her local yarn dyer, and it's called Sea Star. and the logo is super adorable. And this base is called the Barefoot base. It's fingering weight yarn, and it is 100% superwash merino wool. Oh, I just ripped part of my label. I was trying to so I got myself one. Y'all, how could I not get this one? I mean, really, it's all my color. But see that sea star? The A is the top of the starfish. It's so cute. And then the yarn itself is just beautiful. So I had to get it. Mine is called Screaming Pink. Screaming Pink. And it is. Y'all know this is my favorite color. I love it so much. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I don't care because I loved it so much. And then Anna.
Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? I like it.
Because Anna and Jessica just love each other so much. So I
Although
had
you
to
wouldn't
get.
know by her throwing me under the bus
That's
with that
true.
video.
Anna, that
Really?
looks so cute. She totally threw her under the bus.
You know, you totally would do it if the positions were reversed.
Actually, we
I
have.
would never.
Actually, we have, because I have recorded Anna opening a Stephen West box for Jessica. And we sent it to Jessica, and we laughed and laughed. We did.
It's not as funny when she's throwing me, though.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
What is yours called?
Oh, yes. Okay. We do love each other, you guys.
We love each other so much. I miss the girls so much while I was gone.
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk. You know, so Kitty Hawk is where the Wright brothers were when they were creating their airplane, when they were inventing the airplane. So in Kitty Hawk is the Wright brothers museum.
Interesting.
This
Yeah.
blue makes me think of Lake Louise.
It's really pretty. It does look like Lake Louise.
So
I've been there.
It's pretty.
mine is bright green, and it's got just the littlest bit of red on it, which will be interesting. I'll knit up.
Yes.
Mine is called Grinch.
No surprise. It looks grinchy.
So it's
It does.
also.
I mean, I had to get that for her. I didn't realize it was a Christmas color when I picked it, but the green, it just was like, pick me for Jessa, pick me for Jessa. So I did.
Yes, and we said that these were fingering weight, but they're also 100% superwash merino.
Yeah.
So they're really nice.
Yeah.
They're quite lovely.
Yes, they are. We love them. And then likewise, every single year that I go to Knitting Addiction, I pick us up. Jessica and I have been collecting these tape measures for 10 years. So we have almost every design there is. There's an elephant that we don't have.
Oh.
Yes, and she didn't have it either. But I got the girls' boxes,
Because we're foxy.
and I got a hedgehog. I mean, the hedgehog is so adorable. Look at all the little beads, and then its tail is the tape.
The little tape measures.
They're so cute. We have a ton of these. I love them. In fact, at my house, and they have these little tabs. I don't know if y'all know this, but they have these little tabs that you can hang them up to display them. Mine is in a bowl, and I have all of them I love them.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah. We've been collecting these for a long time.
Oh, it's
It
nose.
has a nose.
Yes.
That's so cute. I didn't see that at first.
Nose. It's so cute. So anyway, I probably won't be buying those anymore there because we can order them here now. So we will be getting more of those in.
And then you also got us these really cool little
Do you have yours open?
kits. She
Oh,
does.
I do.
She does. It's all the way.
Oh,
over
never
there.
mind. It's okay.
But they're these really cute little kits. Anna and I got matching ones, so they're
Yes.
the same colors. And so it is Universal Yarns Deluxe Bulky Superwash, and a pattern. So you get a black and a white, or a black and a cream, and you get this pattern called Children. which are these really cute little knit and crocheted sheep dolls.
What's so cool about it is the lamb's wool is crocheted, and then the extremities, the ears, the face, the arms and the legs, and the little tail, they're knitted. So it is a bistitual pattern, which is, y'all, I can't even tell you how absolutely adorable it was. She had them knitted up and crocheted. She had them complete in the store. And it was so precious. So I wanted the girls to get them. I wanted the girls to have one. They're precious.
We're really excited about it.
They're absolutely precious.
We'll make cute little friends.
We're going to make friends. I didn't get one because I'm going to get one for myself.
I
But,
should put like embroider an A and a J
oh, that would be cute.
on their sweaters.
Yes.
Little
like
kids
like
stitch.
Laverne and Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. A big A. It's all curvy. Yes. Anyway, that was what I picked up for the girls, and I loved being able to. I love traveling and bringing them things back that they wouldn't normally have picked up. Well, they probably would have picked those colors up, but I love that I get to
Love
go
bringing us
places
gifts.
that they wouldn't. I am a very generous person. I share all of my things. I share all of my things with my girls. I love them so much.
We love you.
Yes.
we do.
Well, and I appreciate y'all working so hard in the store.
We did.
I
So
do
hard.
appreciate it.
So hard.
5
They
shipments.
sent me. Y'all should have seen all the packages.
One day.
They said
You should have seen the mess we
We
had
should
in the front
have-
of the store.
you
We
sent me that
had-
picture, so we should
yeah.
pop it in.
Well, I didn't take a picture. I videoed.
Oh, I thought I had a picture on my phone of
No, I
it.
FaceTimed you because we were trying to figure out where to
Oh.
put the shelf.
Yeah, the store was messy.
We
I'm
were
so
a mess.
glad I wasn't here because y'all don't know this, but it gives me immense anxiety.
It
All
would
of
have
the
driven
stress
you
and
nuts.
clutter,
We
like,
probably would have had to be like, could you just leave now?
here's the Xanax, bye-bye.
Be on your way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm saying bye-bye. I've been on an airplane. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I have a friend who's a flight attendant, and I'm like, why do y'all say it like that? She goes, we can. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That's a fun sketch.
I know, it was funny. Anyway,
Ooh, I just want to say that I have beautiful nails on right now.
you do.
They're
do.
pretty.
So
They're very you.
They are. Okay, so this is. I
Yeah.
just looked at them again.
It looks like your yarn.
So I just redid my nails, and of course I bought them from Jessa. And then as soon as I put them on, I was like, "Oh my goodness, Jessa, look at my nails!" And I did that probably about 15 times in
Today.
a row.
Today.
I was just like, "Oh, look at these; they're so pretty." Like she's not the one that sold them to me. But anyway, that
They're
was.
pretty. I like
I have shiny syndrome and just look down at those.
I think that we really like seeing the way they look on other people. So when we see them in the package,
Well,
we
they look-
enjoy seeing it just as much as you love seeing it.
Well, they look different
On
on
every
than they
person.
do in the
They
they
do.
do in the packaging.
They
They're
do.
so pretty.
The ombres especially look a whole lot better on than they do in the packaging.
And they looked beautiful in the packaging.
They did.
You guys, look at my nails.
I'm looking at this. I'm sorry, but I was looking at this yarn.
That is pretty.
It's called Up North Yarns, and it's hand dyed in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And the color, it's just so beautiful. It's just so gorgeous. I cannot. I need to figure out what to make with this because it's so pretty, and I'll
It
of course
goes
be putting it
so
in my
cute
bag.
with that.
How could it not? I mean, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Laura had a theme. She said she had a theme, and
She
she was
chose
on theme. It's gorgeous.
wisely.
I love it. Do we have any other business?
So we do have the last podcast. We were doing a new giveaway, and so we had asked y'all to share with us your favorite Halloween costumes or your favorite kids' Halloween costumes. in our comments from the last video, and we got a lot of feedback.
I know.
love those.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun listening to all of your costumes. I think my favorite one was a military couple who ended up doing Little Red Riding Hood with the squadron. And they did like a little kids activity, and all of the men were dressed up as wolves, and I thought that sounded really fun.
Well, also it touches our heartstrings because we are a military family, and we like to do fun things like that when the guys were out to sea. So my husband was a submariner. We loved to. So I love that. The one that I thought sounded interesting, which I'm not gonna lie, I want to try to find. I have this Glinda the Good Witch crown, and then I think I still have it, but I bought this old wedding dress from the Goodwill, and I spray painted it a light pink glitter, and then I so I don't know what happened to the wig. I had a long reddish colored wig that Glinda the Good Witch had, and my friends and I were we were, what is it?
The
Wizard of Oz. So I was Glinda the Good Witch, and my friend Carol, who's the flight attendant, she was Dorothy, and then what was Lori?
Wasn't she the witch?
She was the witch with the green face, the
Yes.
bad witch, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes.
She was, and she played that so good. And we did trunk or treat at church. And so we had it all set up so it looked like we had a yellow brick road that we painted on cardboard for the kids to come up, and then we had it going in a spiral so that then they would hop off. They loved it, but we enjoyed that so much, and we won a prize because we did it as a group.
Yeah.
So my Glinda dress was really pretty, but after reading one of the comments about putting twinkle lights under a tulle skirt, I totally want to put twinkle lights underneath my Glinda dress.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't it? I thought that was a clever idea. So, and they have a battery pack. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be, so now I need to go see if I can find my Glinda dress.
I don't know where it would be.
I think it's in our basement. I think I know where it's at, but unless I gave it away.
I
I
don't
might
know.
have done that when y'all helped me clean out my basement.
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't know, but the wig was amazing, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere and find a wig, because that's part of it, is you have to have the good hair.
So, is that what you're thinking you'll be for Halloween if you find the dress?
Yes, which totally doesn't go in theme with The Shining.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't have to
Oh.
match us.
I think we should do a little live or something on Halloween so everybody can see our costumes.
Well, it would be Saturday the 30th.
Yeah, because
I think we should do that. On Saturday we should do a little something so that everyone can see.
is the town doing their trick-or-treating thing?
I think they are.
They're doing a little fall fest, and there's gonna be like trunk or treating up at the library.
Yeah.
But they're
not
not
the
doing
big
they're not doing the big walk downtown.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were giving away a skein of Arkansas Yarn Co.
I totally forgot about that.
hand-dyed yarn.
Which can I interrupt you and say this? Andrea suggested Arkansas Girl as the name, which I thought was so great because we have the brown in there for nature. It's very razorback red in here. They're also red, gray. I thought that sounded like, and there's lots of green in here for the nature of Arkansas. I loved that name.
I think she had it separated though, because it was AR-10, so like it was Arkansas.
No, she would not have said Arkansas.
Well, but that's how she wrote it, was AR-Kansas Girl. That's how she had it written. I don't know how she meant it to be,
We'll
how
have
she
to
meant
ask
it
her.
to be pronounced.
I don't
But
know,
that's how
but
she had it written.
I thought it was Arkansas Girl. I read it as Arkansas Girl, but that's a great name for it. Did we get any other names for it?
I
Any name
don't
suggestions?
know. I don't remember seeing any
But it's
other.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's going to be fun. It'll look gorgeous in a pair of socks or, yeah, I think it's super pretty. I love it. I love this red right here. It's gorgeous. It's pretty.
Yeah, I don't see any other name suggestions.
Okay.
I think it would be a fun fingerless mitt.
I think
It
it would be
would.
a fun fingerless
It
mitt.
sure would. It also would make a really fun sockhead hat.
Yeah, it definitely would make a really fun sock head hat
Or a
Musselburgh.
Musselburgh. So I think Miss Maggie said that it's pronounced Musselburgh.
Oh, I don't know.
You know, because
Is it like
Edinburgh is spelled Burgh. So I think that there's supposed to be an H on the end of it in pronunciation, but it would make a super cute hat, Musselburgh hat.
I think it would make a really cute one of those as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we did pre-draw our name, and we were able to run on a little number generator, and we just plugged in we assigned a number to each of the names,
Each comment.
each of the comments, and Catherine M. Because I don't want to say your last name on video.
So we
but
might butcher
Catherine-
it.
Well, yeah, it's not. I'm not great with pronunciations.
Yeah. Catherine is such a beautiful name. I love that name, Catherine.
but Catherine M, you have won this very lovely.
Did she make a
skein.
comment?
She did. She is a librarian, and she
yes.
does children's programs. And one year she did a Mother Goose dress.
Oh, I love that.
She dressed up as Mother Goose, so I thought that was cute. I love that.
Yes, it's a great idea.
And she also loves Knitting Addiction. She heard you talking about it in the podcast that you were going to go. So she's been there as well, and she says she absolutely loves the store.
You know what I should do is next time I'm there, we should have a meet and greet.
That might be fun.
Yeah, we should have a meet up.
You should probably take Jessa and I.
Well, then who would watch the store, Anna?
Not my problem.
Maybe I'll see if you guys would like to go to the beach. But the rule is you can't bring your children.
What children?
The girl, I know, the ones you birth, regardless of the size they are today, the ones you birth, you're not allowed to bring.
Okay, so.
But it would be kind of fun to bring our children. But I can bring
me
Anna.
high and dry.
Yeah.
So I can bring
You'll
Anna.
watch the shop. That's who.
I also think Anna and I should go to Canada.
I would very
Anna
much
and I
like
are
to.
going to go to Canada.
When?
Well, it was supposed to be back in February
I know.
Of last year.
of this year.
It was supposed to be February.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
year.
right, because I was home. I was up there.
Yes. So, forgot where we were.
Let's see. We named
Oh.
the person.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And-
Catherine, if you could send us an email with your contact information, that way we can go ahead and get this sent off to you. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Lucas will post the email down here.
I like how, didn't he put the names down here last time for the winner?
I think so.
I loved that. Every single time I watch the podcast, I'm just absolutely amazed at how great Lucas is.
He tells me every time he edits the podcast, he watches it through 3 times. 3. Because
he
he's
doesn't want to make any mistakes that I'm going to pick out.
Well, he has to watch it through once to see what all we talk about and where we want him to put things and what
Yes.
things they are. And so then he has to watch it through again as he puts those things in. And then he watches it through one last time to make sure he got everything and he didn't miss anything.
Does he watch it like sped up?
So that's like
I don't think
3
so.
hours.
Well, at
Over
least.
3 hours.
At least.
Yes.
But when I talked to him about me working on things, he's like, well, what are you talking about? It's like, you edit our podcast. I talk about these things. And I was like, well, I'm going to finish my sweater this weekend. And he said, your purple one? And I'm like, no, my sweater.
Not
Which
my
is
tank.
definitely black. Definitely black and not purple.
So I'm just gonna say this, Jessica,
Yeah.
and you're gonna laugh when I say this, but so the girls wanted to surprise me with an organization method for my yarn, and so
Yeah, that was
they
the other
came
thing
up with
we
an
wanted to
idea. Yeah, they came
Well-
up with an idea that Scott said no to.
do. Well,
So
Anna came up with
and
an
I
idea.
did.
I still keep pushing it
I know.
like a drug.
And that's the second, because you asked me about it too, and I said no. So then she asked Scott. She tried to go over my head, but I am the head. So so then they came up with a plan B.
He did.
So there was a plan B, and then he sends me a picture, and he spray painted all these crates white for me, and he sent me a picture of it, and I'm like, what's going on there? And he goes, surprise. So then I talked with Jessica, and I'm like, hey, your daddy says that he's spray painting. He sent me a picture of him spray painting the crates. What's going on? And she's like, well, we were going to surprise you with it.
It was supposed to be a surprise when she got back.
I mean, we
So
didn't
she
get
told me
done
what it
anyway.
was.
Well, because he had already showed you what he was doing.
So he comes in the next day, and you said,
Well,
well, wait.
First off, when we're talking about putting together a new organizational method, he's like, well, you're already storing these bags of yarn in these crates that we already have. Can you not just use the rest of the crates to store them in? And I said, what other crates? Because all the crates we have are being used.
They're full.
They're full.
I have a large undyed inventory all the time.
So he's like, well, in this space here, you can fit like 5 crates per shelf here of yarn, which would end up being 150 bags of, no, it would
150
be,
skeins.
it would be 50, so we can fit 10 bags in a crate, so 50 bags per shelf. And so, which would be 150 bags total, that's what it was. And so he's like, well, why don't you just go and get more crates and you just organize it that way. And I said, yeah, but you're gonna have to paint them. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, all of the other crates you were told to paint white. Why would you
I asked
think?
him. I didn't tell him to do it. I asked him to do it. I should just clarify that.
Same thing.
Ultimately, they were going to be white.
It's the end result. They're white.
Yes. Well, he's like, do I have to paint them white? And I was like, I turned to Anna and I said, it's like he doesn't live with the woman.
The woman.
I mean, it's like he doesn't know you.
The woman?
He knew.
It's like he doesn't live with the woman?
He knew that he was going to have to paint them white.
No.
He just was trying to avoid it. And so
I got nothing.
then he takes them home after I go to Walmart and I buy the crates and I buy the cans of spray paint that he asked me to purchase. He takes them home the next day, and that night he sends her a picture of him spray painting the crates.
He wanted to make sure I knew he was working.
I guess.
I'm working too.
So then when he comes in, well, and then I get to talk to her, and she's asking me what's going on. I'm like, of course, he ruined the surprise. So when he comes in on Wednesday, I've already told Anna about the whole thing. And
My dad ruined the surprise.
yeah. Well, I said he texted her a picture of him spray painting the crates.
She's like, the gig is up.
And so when he comes in to pick up the trash on Wednesday from the shop, I'm like, do you not know how a surprise works? I mean, why would you tell her what we're doing?
He didn't.
And
He
he's like,
just
well,
showed
I
me the
didn't.
picture.
I didn't tell her what you were doing. Well, yeah, but she's not gonna not ask questions.
I'm I'm a smart woman. It didn't take long to figure it out. Actually, I was wondering what they were doing with this because I was wondering, are they putting them in my salon? Are they putting cell yarn on them? What are they going to do with them? I did not anticipate them being organizing, streamlining, setting me straight.
Well, that was your husband's idea.
My husband is your dad.
I'm aware.
She doesn't want to claim him right now since he ruined the surprise.
Which, by the way, I should also feel the need to say he watches this. Every video. In fact, I left the night in fact, I haven't even watched the last podcast yet because I didn't have good Wi-Fi.
He ruined that surprise too.
For what?
The title.
Oh, he did. I'm getting ready to leave, and he's like,
So she leaves on Saturday, the day that our podcast comes out, and Anna and
I worked all day and at home.
Anna and I convinced Lucas to name it "We're All Lackeys" because that was the running joke all week.
And I hate that terminology.
After
So
going
naturally,
to the podcast.
we
So
wanted
naturally,
to name
we wanted to
I don't
name
like
that.
it at all.
So we finally convinced Lucas to name it that when he uploads it.
And by the way, Lucas was smart because he did not want to.
Um,
He bucked the system of them two.
Jessa and I definitely wanted to.
yes. Well, Lucas wanted to. He just didn't want to.
He knew that.
He
He wanted to, but he didn't want to get in trouble.
So
Lucas is a smart one.
So the podcast goes up at 8 a.m. on Saturday after we film it, and I'm waiting all day for her to look at the podcast. But
We were
we're
busy. We were so busy.
We were so busy from the time we walked in the door to the time that we left, you never got a chance to see it.
No.
And then you were going home to
I
pack.
ran home, gathered up the rest of my packing, and then my mother-in-law and I were going to go to Little Rock, sleep over at a hotel that will just drop us at the shuttle early, because we had to be at the airport at 5 o'clock, so we just slept over. I literally, I go over to our deer camp and to say goodbye. My mother-in-law picked me up and we drove over there to say goodbye to the guys. And he's sitting there and he's having a whiskey and a cigar and he goes, "The podcast is up." And I said, "Oh, okay. I'll try to watch it." And he's like, "They named it 'We're All Lackeys Here.'" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, all lackeys here." So of course I had to call Jessica, and they were laughing so hard.
Oh, I was cracking up.
Lucas and Jessica were
was-
laughing. You
I
can hear
was
Lucas in the
waiting.
background.
Well, you know, it was even funnier because I had already convinced Lucas to name it that when we had family dinner on Friday. And so then they were all talking about it at family dinner about us being lackeys and you getting everybody to do things for
I
you.
don't like that terminology. I call them team members. So Lucas does the podcast editing. He's a team member. Jessica and Anna are team members. Scott is a team member. And they say, "No, we're not, we're lackeys." Because Jessica's like, "My mom never goes to the grocery store because she gives me a list and I go and buy it." Or Scott goes to the grocery store and he goes and buys it. And I come here and I go home. It's what I do. And so they're making fun of me that I have lackeys everywhere I go.
And if you have any errands that need to be run in Hot Springs, you have me run them for
I
you
do.
on my way into work.
I also pay for gas for you when I ask you to do that. It's not as though I'm taking advantage. I pay for those services.
I pay for those services.
I do. Sometimes you get a couple months of those services anyway, even if I don't utilize them. Oh my gosh.
I can't knit under these
That should be the title of this one. I can't knit under these conditions.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fun.
Well, do we have anything else we need to discuss?
I
I don't think so, but we loved your comments.
Yes, we really enjoyed.
Hey, what are we up
listening.
to? Subscribers we're over 300 now.
Are we?
I think we are.
I think Anna told me that we were at 303, but I think we got one more.
We are at 305.
305! Yay!
Thanks,
exciting.
guys.
That's a small victory. So only 295 to go before we give away a sweater's quantity of yarn.
Yes. So, because...
Of Arkansas Yarn Company yarn.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we do have, Anna and I both have one more thing we need to show. It is the progress on our Stephen West
I was thinking that was
mystery
getting-
knit along.
Yes.
And so because we don't want to spoil anything for anyone.
Yes.
This will be, this is only clue 1. We have not yet received clue 2. And we're only about halfway through clue 1 each.
Yes.
So it's not like we're showing a lot, but we want to make sure that if you don't want to be spoiled, that we don't want to spoil it for you.
Right.
So spoiler alert.
we're-
We are going to go ahead and say bye to anyone who doesn't want to see
Bye,
who
Nan.
doesn't want to see any spoils.
Yeah. If you don't want to see what it's going to look like, y'all should say goodbye to us now. So let's say goodbye. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
If you do want to see the spoilers, just keep watching because we're about to show you the goods.
And 3, 2, 1. Bam. This is the wrong side. Bam.
Look at how pretty they are. I love how they're turning out. I blocked mine today.
I did not.
So you can really see all my colors pop. And I am on section 3, so I am starting the Slippy V section. I think it's going to end up being a semicircular
It's so
shaped
gorgeous.
shawl.
Y'all. It's so crazy, the colors, the color
So
differences, because yours, Anna, it looks so tropical.
It does kind of look tropical.
Like so bright.
It's gorgeous.
But like I went with the brightest color in the framing for this part, and Jessa went
it's
my
so
dark color.
darker color.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
It's gorgeous.
it looks really nice. I'm really happy with it.
I love them. I
I'm-
love them.
Totally one of the ones going through Instagram and looking at spoilers.
Oh, I am too.
I look
I
too,
like
but
to
I'm not
see
doing
it.
it.
I like to see everyone's colors.
Yes.
Everyone's color choices.
Oh,
I love to
look
see how they're working out.
Look at how gorgeous it is on the camera.
Yeah.
When you open that up, it's
Well,
so beautiful.
And you know, it's
I'm
such
excited.
a stark difference between a dark border color and a
It
light
is.
border color.
It's a massive
it's
difference.
a massive difference.
I mean, they're completely different feels.
Mhm.
I'm feeling envious that I'm not doing this.
And so we had a big
You should.
cast-on party.
Yeah.
We had a big cast-on party on Friday
How many
here at the
people did
shop.
y'all have?
I think in total we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
probably 10,
7.
10 people that came in.
Yeah, and
And
so
y'all
they
had
weren't all
snacks?
at the same time. Most of them were at the same time.
Yes, we had
But
some in and
there
out throughout
was
the day.
Overlap.
Yeah.
Some overlap.
That's awesome.
It is.
And I feel badly that we didn't end up getting to do like a live portion on our end.
Yeah, we didn't end up doing a live video like I had thought we would do, but we were so
We had
busy running
talked.
around. And then we did sit down and watch Stephen West's live at 11:30 when he went live on Instagram during the cast on day.
It was so cute.
It was so cute. He had Brioche on the video with him,
His dog
Yes.
his little dog.
loved it.
And so that was a lot of fun. We really
It was.
enjoyed it. We had we're really enjoying the pattern. It's so fun and so different, and I love seeing
It's
everybody's
gorgeous.
color combinations.
Me too.
Um,
Maddie's, I saw Maddie's.
Hers
It
is
is
beautiful.
so beautiful. It's so her.
and you know, we'd love to see yours if you're doing it too.
Yes.
But to keep it from spoiling, we don't want any pictures in the comments. If you're on Instagram and you're posting pictures, tag us in it.
yes.
Tag at Arkansas Yarn Co. and that way we can
Mhm.
we'll see the will see the pictures.
And of
Yes.
course, make sure your first picture is a spoiler alert.
Yes.
Please be kind and observe that. Not everybody does, but he has a picture that you can use,
Mhm.
and then put that your first picture, and then create a second picture or third or whatever, however many you want. Yeah.
Up to 10.
But the first picture needs to be the spoiler alert.
Mhm.
Well, very beautiful, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well, we
love
really
it.
enjoyed hanging out with y'all today.
Yes, we did.
If you have not already done so, please subscribe to our channel. That is the best way to get all notifications of
And we
when
love
we put
it.
up new videos.
And share it so that we get more subscribers.
Yes, please share with your friends.
Please.
We enjoy having new people comment on our videos every
Yes.
video.
Every
and
episode,
seeing-
we have more people commenting.
and we love having that back and forth conversation because we
Love
do
it.
go on and we try very hard to go on and
We
comment
do.
back.
We do.
And please give our video a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
We really enjoy
None of these.
we really enjoy the positive feedback. If you liked our video,
Yeah.
please let us know.
Yes.
And
And we love having y'all part of our knitting circle,
yes,
our stitching circle. We love it.
yes, we enjoy the camaraderie for
We
sure.
do. We sure do.
So thank y'all for joining us today. If you don't already follow us on Instagram or Facebook, please go over and do that. We do a lot of our, we post a lot of images
We
of
do.
what we have currently going
We
on.
do.
I think that's
I think so,
everything.
too.
So
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thank you
y'all.
for joining us. Bye, y'all.
Bye.